morning, title. Good morning, title agencies. It is 9:59 a.m. on Tuesday, November 26th. We're going to dig deep into the title company owners and title agency marketing representatives, and we're going to talk about Hero Benefits Network in a way that we can grow your title production. We're going to get started with key to coaching at 10 o'clock on the button. Just another moment. Let you know what you can expect. And I'll let you know why we're here. Thank you very much. It is 10 a.m. on Tuesday. That means it's key to coaching for title agencies. My name is Russ Fitzpatrick, owner-operator of Team Title USA, with an attorney partner in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Coral Springs, Weston, Lighthouse Point, and Coral Springs, with my attorney partner at Team Title USA for a number of years. We ran an in-house title company at my real estate brokerage. And I started many, many years ago as a marketing representative for a title company, independent title, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, many, many years ago. So I have a tremendous amount of, relevant life and work experience in the title industry. And I've been a realtor since 1986. Been a broker owner since about 90, I think it was. And then I think that I got involved in the mortgage industry full time in about 2009, when the historic, crash was sort of still bubbling around, and we had built a company called Works Partner. We became the Works Partner for hundreds and hundreds of mortgage bankers across the country. We billed out about $6.5 million in Works Partner sponsorships. We're very proud of the work we did with Works Partner. Today is Tuesday. That means it's title company, title agency coaching. It's not a certification. This is not going to go through the granular detail of what our program does or how it does it. It's not an orientation. It's not going to tell you where you can find everything and how you can get into your marketing portal and what your password is. Instead, today, on Tuesdays only at 10 a.m., we focus on actionable opportunities within our network of real estate and mortgage professionals. And we do that for our title partners on Tuesdays. So quick review of the down payment and relocation grants for essential employees, first responders, and veterans. I'm going to do a little rant on the title agency opportunity in residential real estate. We're going to talk a little bit about a calling and what we get to do together. We decide to, and then I'm going to give you my contact information again and again and again. We are a small nonprofit. We do not take any money out. Carrie, nor I, nor Randy have ever taken a penny out of Hero Benefits Network. We only put money into Hero Benefits Network because it is a nonprofit that we're passionate about, and we see it manifesting transactional volume for our mortgage, title, and real estate partners all across the country. Essentially, all we do is give away money, and a lot of this was built around my experiences with law enforcement appreciation programs in the past. I did a lot of work with South Florida police officers, a lot of work with fire department, a lot of work with teachers in Broward County, Palm Beach County, a little bit of Dade County, Florida. I did that through $5,000 down payment assistance and $10,000 relocation grants for most of my career. I'm talking about from 1987 until 2024. I've been running with, down payment assistance and relocation grants through. This one is my first charitable organization. In the past, we did it as a for-profit business venture, where we charged realtors a lot more money to participate. Today, we're able to help title companies, mortgage companies, and real estate companies give away money for free. You don't have to join or pay any money as a title vendor now. You used to. We would only let title companies do business with us if they owned a zip code or a state. But now we let them do transactional fulfillment for us without any zip code, county, or statewide exclusive. They just pay at the funding to donate money to us. If you don't know the title company experience, you help us fund the curated donations. So we need a title fulfillment partner to fund the curated donations in a compliant manner. And that down payment assistance program calculates at 0.0115. And that is a combination of donations, just so you know. It's not any one person is giving that money. This is spread out. Many hands make light work. Well, many vendors make great DPA, right? We can give a lot of money away with just a little bit out of each vendor's pocket. For example, a zip code exclusive title company donates $500 at closing to the relocation grants. So 0.0075 plus purchase property at 0.0115, that's a $7,600 grant for this military guy that just listed a $410,000 house with us. He's going to sell the 410 and he's going to buy another one, and he's going to end up with about $7,600 in relocation subsidies for his moving costs or his down payment or his closing costs. Maybe he wants to buy down his interest rate on his new house so he doesn't have to refinance as quickly as the rates fall. But you qualify for this 4355. If you're a title company, just imagine this. Please put your creative imagination cap on for a moment. And imagine you had 50 or 60 or 70 of these vouchers floating around your county. I mean, you're not talking about a 4 deal a month relationship to Hero Benefits Network. You're probably talking about a 40 deal a month relationship to Hero Benefits Network. This is real relocation from essential workers who are sick and tired of paying high housing prices, and they want to move to lesser expensive communities where they can have the same job but maybe a little less stress. Taking cops out of Miami-Dade, we're taking cops out of Los Angeles, we're taking cops out of expensive areas, and we're helping them find new work in lesser expensive areas. And that we're doing that with teachers, firefighters, and we're doing that with essential workers all over the country. So I wanted to thank Larry again from Keller Williams, because he's been such an advocate for Hero Benefits Network. And if you haven't done a transaction with Hero Benefits Network yet, you might reach out to a Larry. And I left that space on the right blank for my new partners at Sotheby's International, but I didn't have a chance to auto-populate the photographs into this presentation. So we'll just end on thanking our friends at Sotheby's International for joining. And this really goes back to the purpose of why we're a title company, right? We're here to make our realtors' lives better, I thought. We're here to make our mortgage bankers' lives better. And as title vendors, we're here to make our customers' lives better. So if I can help a realtor have a more purpose-driven profession, and I can help a realtor do more production, then that's going to manifest into transactional volume for my title company. So Devin Pinches, I have only called her Julie McCoy from Love Boat, because she's as lovely as any hostess, someone who can work with you through any of your concerns, trials, or tribulations, and has the patience and virtue to work with you to help you. Devin. Randy's Chief Connection Officer. Carrie is Operations Manager, and she really started to orient herself to Chief Relationship Manager now, because she's been building the love and the sense of family for our members and our title agency partners and our real estate referral partners all over the country. And my name's Russ Fitzpatrick. I'm a broker owner of a mega brokerage in Southeast Florida for many years. And I turned my law enforcement appreciation program into Hero Benefits network after a few iterations along the way, but I'm 40 years doing this. This is not new. Right now, I need your help. And I'm not joking around. If you're a title agency, I really need an update in my education. I feel like I'm a little off my rocker. I put this plan together, and I would have thought title companies would have been buying up states so fast that my head would spin, but we've only really sold one full statewide exclusive. And that means that I need your help as a title agency to help me understand what the hell's going wrong with Hero Benefits Network relationship to title agencies. So I had a couple questions that I'm trying to solve for. What percentage of your fundings currently, in this new operating environment, we're talking like fall 2024, we're talking about projections for 2025, we're talking about year to date 24. What percentage of your fundings are referred? Because my title company is 100% realtor referred, 100%, 60, 70, 80 deals a month, 100% realtor referred. But do you even track that metric? So the question I have for a title agency who's online right now is, you did 100 deals last month. What percentage of those deals were realtor referred? And what percentage were builder referred or credit union referred? Or what a very important metric for us to kind of comprehend is what percentage of your business is referred by mortgage bankers. So this metric helps us understand our mathematics inside of a title agency partner. If I'm off my rocker, right? If I'm missing the mark here, I want my title agencies to tell me that this isn't working in the title industry, that there's not as much funds as you think there is in the title agency business. Then I need to adjust and pivot and make my program more attractive for title agencies. And I need you to teach me that as a title agency, what would be perfect? And I have a formula that we can work through to figure that out. But do you manage any joint ventures with big brokers or credit unions or anything like that, where you're their primary fulfillment enterprise, that they use you primarily to do most of their closings? And do you currently do any of those old school MSAs where you go, hey, I'll partner up with a big broker and we'll do an MSA for a couple years, and then maybe if it produces, we'll go into a joint venture? Do you have any of those? And do you have any experience with those to help me kind of comprehend when does somebody go from a county to a zip code to a county to a state? When can I bring in a regional title insurance fulfillment partner that could do 10 states or 6 states? Do you have any marketing services agreements? So this was a big page for me, and I've been beating these questions up with a few different vendors. If I had a marketing representative that could bring in 5 deals a month, what would the cost be for that? Seriously, I'm a title agency and I have a marketing representative that does 5 deals a month with me consistently. What would that cost me in today's market? And conversely, or subsequently, that same marketing rep starts doing 11 to 20 deals per month. Maybe she becomes a senior marketing rep. Well, when I think of companies like Chick-fil-A and Radio Shack, I did a post about this a couple days ago. They build from within organically. So of course, if I had a marketing rep doing 1 to 5 deals, I'd want her to matriculate to 6 to 10, wouldn't I? And if she was a rock star or he was a rock star, and I'm so gender biased here because I was a realtor for like 40 years, and they used to have donut dollies. I don't know if you know what that means, but they used to bring Krispy Kreme in back when I weighed 205, and then they brought Dunkin' Donuts in, and they brought bagels in, and that's how the title companies built their businesses in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. But if I had a marketing rep, what is the cost for 11 to 20 deals per month senior marketing rep? If you help me understand that, then we could build from a more organic pace. If you're a title agency and you're skeptical, what could we do together to just dip our toe in the water so that you can feel a sense of crawling first, testing, walking a little bit, not reconfiguring an entire essential employee relocation division at your title company, not creating a new hero division of your title company, not hiring marketing reps just expert at the hero or essential employee relocation side of it. That's too big of a step for most of our title partners we're finding. But if we were going to devise the perfect compensation program for a realtor-facing marketing rep that produces 20 to 60 deals each month, what would that look like? If you're a title agency, we need you to tell us that. We obviously aren't hitting a nerve with you yet. So you need to explain to me, how could we do this better for you? Remember, this is a nonprofit. It's not like we're not doing it for the money. Of course, Carrie will take a salary one day. Devin will take a salary. Randy will take a salary. Everyone will eventually take a salary. But I'm doing this because I believe the tail can wag the dog. I believe the consumer direct tail to essential employees can wag the dog of the mortgage, real estate, and title industries. I believe that we can command the front line for substantive contact from essential employees and as essential employee workforce in a way that's win-win-win with the vendors and the employees, and that when the HR director from Broward County School Board is hiring or firing or retiring, she thinks of us, because this is part of our value proposition to the human resources director. That's very complex, but it's true. And do you have any marketing representatives now? We need to know, like, is it too thin to even afford a marketing rep right now? Is it amazing and you've got 6 marketing reps running around? And no, Russ, they're not donut dollies anymore. They teach classes and they host lunches and they host continuing education. What does your best marketing rep do well? Does he or she go out to the Board of Realty and host classes that your title company sponsors? Does he or she go out and visit human resources directors? What is their production? What is the production of your marketing rep? And what is the cost? Again, back to per deal, or is it a per deal fee? Is it a marketing rep, a compensation structure? Do you have fixed salary? Do you pay for mileage? Do you pay for transportation? Do you pay for events? Do you invest in their benefits? Do they have retirement? I don't know any of this stuff in your market. And obviously, if I need to fit into your market and I need to fit into your company, you need to tell me how my nonprofit can fit into your company. I need to understand it better. I came up with this deal, okay? I came up with a deal. It's going to be $3,000 a month. Title company controls the whole state. Oh, nope. So we said, what if we paid $24,000 of that for the first year? What if we gave you a grant of $24,000? So it only costs you $12,000 a year to run an entire state with us. And then we said, well, what if you just started with a zip code for $100? What if you started with a county, $500 a month, and we reserved first right of refusal with you to own a state later? I mean, there was a million ways we configured it. And then recently, 4 months after coming up with the grant program, maybe 4 months isn't enough of time to get the word out, but I said, what if we just said it's $8.95 a file and we didn't charge them any monthly fees? Would they go for that? So this whole thing is meant to bend and contort to you. Here's what we're asking from a Hero Benefits Network title fulfillment partner. It's not that complex. At least one zip code is $100, right? And I'm even willing to give you that zip code for free if you'll help me. Just a title agency, I can conceive of a free zip code as sort of a peace offering, like a goodwill gesture. If you want to at least start with a secured, exclusive, free zip code, maybe you're not ready for a county, maybe you're not ready for 3 or 4 zip codes or a state, but maybe you at least want to just make a donation of $100. We announce that you're a title fulfillment partner, and then they go out and we start to certify realtors and mortgage bankers together. So you would need to just learn the clear to close protocol, because the biggest pain in our neck is CTC. What happens 3 days before closing? What happens 3 days after closing? It's turned out to be a real pain in our ass. So we need your help with clear to close, just managing that with us. It's very step by step. It's not complicated. And then I'd like to collaborate. Maybe we'll introduce you to one of our mortgage partners, or we'll introduce you to one of our works partners to build up realtor awareness. A mortgage banker who does works and HBN, is able to host lunch and learns at your title company free of any charge. You could decide you want to bring in pastries and do some sort of a brunch. You would have, 15 to 30 realtors a month coming to these classes, and it would cost you nothing. I'll give you the zip code free for the first one if you'll help me partner up with a mortgage banker and start hosting these 40 realtors. I have a mandate from a donor to bring in 40,000 realtors before he'll make a donation. And 40,000 realtors seems like a lot, but it's really just 1,000 lunch and learns with 40 realtors getting certified. It's not hard to do. And we would create a real worksaholic hero benefits army if you just served those same 40 real estate agents in your local market to 40 or 50 closings per year. All we're asking for you to do is to host, well, we'd like you to host celebrations at your office or your mortgage partner company, because that way we can have little happy hours and make social media promotions that are relevant to production and celebrate the production of our realtor partners and our title agency partners and our mortgage partners. I'm hoping this resonates with you at a title company. It's 1021. Your title agency can become the catalyst for this essential worker relocation network. You could take this to the bank. This is our belief system. You can chew on this and see if you agree. As little as $500 pledged on a closed funded transaction helps to build the 0.0115 factor and the 0.075 relocation grant. So by your title company just pledging $500 at closing, that ensures that our down payment assistance and relocation grants will not run out for the next cop, the next firefighter, the next teacher. And believe you me, these 0.075 and 0.0015 factors add up to $10,000 or more on a really simple, like $300,000-$400,000 transaction. You're talking about $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 to help this cop with a moving truck or a repair that comes up on his home when he's selling it. So just a wonderful program. I've been doing this since the 80s and I love it. Back the Blue is going to get replaced. Back the Blue is going to replace defund the police. It's over. No one's talking about that crap anymore. 0.1% of bad cops are ruining law enforcement forever. That's ridiculous. Veterans deserve these grants when they relocate and move. Firefighters and teachers deserve these grants. So if first responders deserve it, and we think they do, and you'll help us just grow organically with these little teeny pledges to the Hero Benefits Network. I will not charge you a zip code exclusive fee to dip your toe in the water. You can own a zip code, and I'll extend first right of refusal on other zip codes and counties and cities and states around you. But what we're essentially proposing for us both to hit pay dirt in March, and by pay dirt I mean transactional volume that warrants the attention of a national audience. My goal between November and March is to reach a level of transactional volume that warrants national attention. And you have to get about 40,000 real estate agents certified before I'm going to get this donor's attention. And he said, you don't have critical mass yet. So you got to get your realtor coverage up. So we are looking to collaborate with your title company, fulfillment in your market, and build these little teeny four-legged production pods We call them the four-legged stool or the one-stop shop. In your market, we need a mortgage leg, we need a real estate leg, we need a title leg, or the Hero Benefits Network leg can't stand up. The four stools work together on every single transaction, and the Hero benefits most because the larger the donations from mortgage, real estate, and title, the larger the rebate, the larger the incentive, the larger the reward, and the larger the down payment assistance or relocation grant. And whatever they use it for, guys, I don't care if they use it for tile. Okay, it's their money. They can use it for down payment. They can use it for closing costs. They can use it to buy down their rate. They can use it to hire a mover. In fact, Randy at Perk Plans has a mover operating with us at 70% discounts within our network. So there's this phenomenal movement going on that's allowing the tail of consumer direct, consumer first point of contact. We're talking about the tippity top of the sales funnel, where the consumer says, no, I'm working with the Hero Benefits Network. The cop says, no, I'm only working with Hero Benefits Network. Like, it would be like you saying, I'm only working with Remax. I had a good experience with Remax. I want to only work with Remax from now on. Well, we create an environment where the hero says, I only want to work with HBN. And if we can create that environment with you together, the consumer direct tail is going to wag the fintech dog, right? Whenever you control the top of the funnel, you control the dog, right? The tail wags the dog. And if that's too big to consider, just look at the industry shakeup that's going on through the NAR settlement and think about what dual comp means. If you're not aware, dual comp is a legal precedence in residential real estate now, where realtors can be mortgage bankers and mortgage bankers can be realtors. It's like they're allowed to do dual comp for the first time in the history of the industry from a FHA and VA and government lending perspective. So we have this fantastic lift in revenue generation for both our mortgage and title partners, but we're not seeing that manifested because a lot of our real estate and mortgage partners are sort of numb to that shift yet. But simultaneously to the dual compensation shift, that is a national precedence that affects RESPA and the CFPB. You also have this phenomenon going on where the consumer's been screaming for a one-stop shopping experience since the 80s, 90s, 2000s, with 80, 90, 95% favorable consumer direct survey responses since the 80s, but no one organization has been able to formulate the four-legged stool to make it work. I mean, Weichert did a good job. Op City tried like hell, failed miserably to me, and still sold for $200 million. So you're talking about an industry crying out for a one-stop shopping experience. But if you resonated with my rant at all, it's 400 real estate agents in your market. We got to certify about 40 of them, so that you can be the conduit to down payment assistance grants and incentives for essential employee relocation director positions that are popping up zip code exclusive all over the country inside of the Hero Benefits Network. We just signed a Sotheby's agent up in Fairfield, Connecticut that I'm super proud of because I didn't typically associate the Sotheby's brand with essential and workers, but the idea is she sells houses in Fairfield, Connecticut. There are cops in Fairfield, and there are teachers, and there are law enforcement officers that have to serve Fairfield, Connecticut, even if Fairfield, Connecticut's affordability is a little out of whack for that pay grade. And I don't know how it works in Fairfield. I can only guess that a first year, second year, third year teacher is going to have a hard time finding an affordable house in Fairfield, but I don't know. I might be way off. Your real estate agents will do the work for you. They will become your workaholic army. They will become the group that brings you the PBA, that brings you the AFL-CIO, that brings you the teachers union. These Teamsters, American Legion, PBA that work with the people who build your roads, the linemen, the firefighters. These are all essential employees that qualify for relocation analysis, and they qualify to go through a process to see how much of a grant they qualify for. Well, when they go through that process and they're thinking about retirement and they see the extra $10,000 to help, they really respond with loyalty to our partners. And I'll just tell you this, Sotheby's Internationals came on. We got a bunch of K-Dubs just came on, a bunch of Remax just came on. You're then able to scholarship your elite referral partners. You're able to gift the HBN certification to help transform the marketing lives of your realtors, to offer weekly meetings, to create accountability assignments and camaraderie around even competitions, to host a monthly pizza party for your hero realtors. And I'll bet your mortgage partner would partner up on that with you. So now you got a mortgage guy and a title person working together with 40 realtors, and you got a little bit of fun going on, right? You got this BNI buster, you got something that's business to business with your essential workers. You got something that's industry initiative, business to business, to your realtor partners and your mortgage partners. And you can manage competition, belonging, interaction, and create a central purpose for your real estate referral partners. And I like to say culture does matter. Thanks, Jay Durant. Culture matters. I believe that. And I believe that if your title company embraced the culture of Hero Benefits Network, your essential employee division will thrive on just a $500 contribution at closing. If you can factor that into your current marketing budget and you can consider partnering with Hero Benefits Network, reach out to me. My cell phone number, one more time, I'll try to put it in the chat, is 954-695-2314. This was the Tuesday Title Partner. My name is Russ Fitzpatrick. 10 a.m. Key to coaching means call to action. So here's your call to action. Go to the Board of Realty today. Ask the Board of Realty if you can host a class there. They'll say yes. Tell them the class is by a 501c3 nonprofit Hero Benefits Network that wants to give away essential employee relocation grants, and you want to teach realtors at the board. They will promote it for you. They'll put it on their calendar, and you and I will teach a class there on me. No cost. Bye.